Uh,
Yes. Oh,
Hi, Miss
Ra.
Sanchez.
Hi, Ra. What you doing?
Are you ready for this interview?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
First question. Where are you from?
Where am I from? I will say I'm from National City because I have lived there most of my life. But if you tell me where was I was born in Texas. And then I was taken as a baby to live in Tijuana, Mexico, across the border. I spent there like my first almost 15 years of my life there. But most of my years have been in National City.
Okay. If you weren't a teacher, what would your profession be?
Teacher now. My profession, besides being a teacher, it will have to be something to do with people. Because I really, even when I'm not working in the school, I'm always involved in my community. So it will have to be something, not nursing, because to tell you the truth, like blood is not my strong. Maybe a counselor, or maybe I could work in a hospital as long as I'm not working with patients and blood and things like that.
What's a special skill or talent that you feel has shaped you as a person?
I'm a good listener, and I like to observe things. But the main thing that you're asking me is that I'm trying to look at people and I'm trying to look at their talents, the talents that they have themselves. I have found myself that I participate in different things, and they always tell me how they appreciate that I'm able to see what they're good at. And I like to help them develop that.
Okay.
That helps a lot in teaching.
What is your most memorable vacation you've ever taken?
My most memorable vacation. This one is hard because I like traveling, but I have to choose Spain. When I went to Spain, it was memorable because I went by myself so far across the ocean, and it was also memorable because the culture, even though they speak Spanish, the culture was so different, and it was so rich. It was like, because I'm Mexican, American, Chicana. My ancestors are also from Spain, besides from Mexico. And it was interesting to see how a lot of things that I saw there was a connection with my past. And also I could understand myself better. So I will say my trip to Spain in 2010, yes, that was one of the most memorable. You don't mind if I start working, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces. I'm from March.
Okay. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be and why?
One thing that I will change about myself is how do you ask that? I'm perfect. Nice. No. One thing I will change about myself is to be more decisive. Sometimes I can be very shy in certain situations. I can be very shy. I would like to change that. I do understand that it's also a result of me growing up in so many different places and also learning the language, but it's really hard for me sometimes to be in certain social circles because I don't have the knowledge of that social circle, and I can see I don't fit there. Mm-hmm. So I would like to be more assertive in me trying to, because I love people and I love to interact with people, but sometimes because I'm shy, I stay away from those people.
Oh.
So I would like to change that.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color, I don't really have a favorite color. It has to be on my mood, but right now I really appreciate white and blue.
Okay.
White because is all, all the colors together is white, and then blue because it's very calm. So white and blue, even though you asked me for one. So.
What's the last movie you saw in theaters?
The last movie I saw in theaters, I don't even know the name of it. I'm not good at names, but it was the one about this soldier who was he went into war, Second World War, and he didn't want to kill people. He didn't want to carry a rifle. He went there to help people, to, like the soldiers who are left on the battle. So he was a medic, I think is what it's called, a medic. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was very outstanding, very inspiring.
Do you have a favorite animal?
My favorite animal. Oh, favorite animal. Not really. I like dogs and cats the same.
Okay. So, if you could pick one superpower to have, what would it be and why?
Superpower. My superpower will have to be to help people see the beauty they have in themselves. That will be the power that I would like to have.
What's your favorite period in all of human history and why?
My favorite period, I will say, is the present period of time, because that's the time in which I can make, I'm participating with right now, so I can make a difference in my own life and the people around me. So it has to be right now.
What's your favorite subject, excluding the one that you currently teach?
My favorite subject, art, and by saying art, it was from drawing, architecture, literature. So yes, art.
If you could visit any place on Earth right now, where would you go?
Any place. Whew, everything paid for?
Yeah.
Wow. Probably Chiapas. I would like to go to Chiapas again. It's amazing, the jungle and there's so many things. The people, they're so humble. The restaurants, like every single place that you go to, it has its own atmosphere, and it transports you to another time, even though it's the present time. It's just that it has so much for your senses and for your mind. I really like Chiapas.
Okay. What always brings a smile to your face?
Good memories, thinking about me, spending time with my father. Yes.
Any pet peeves?
Any what?
Pet peeves?
What is that?
Like, what annoys you?
What annoys me? People who are negative.
Mm.
And I understand sometimes they trust you so much, that's why they let you know how they feel. But the constant negativity, it really, really gets to me. So I don't like negativity.
What's your favorite shape?
My favorite shape? A triangle. It has to be a triangle. You need a triangle. The triangle is the best shape, the most powerful shape. You can find, for a structure, it holds the most strength. In your life, you want to have a triangle. You want to take care of your body. You want to take care of your mind. You want to take care of your spirit. So the triangle is for me. It's not the illuminated.
If you could pick one song to soundtrack your life, what would it be?
It will probably be just music, and don't ask me for names because I'm not good at names of music or movies or nothing. But it will have to be instrumental music.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, I love fish, especially salmon. And the one that my nephew prepares is the best.
Okay. If time and money weren't an issue, what hobby would you like to get into?
I'm getting into, like I said, art. I draw, and I also like to write. I write poetry, I write essays. So yes, art.
What was the name of the first pet you've ever had?
Duque. It's like a duke. He was a dog.
Okay. What's the best thing that's happened to you this year?
The best thing that has happened to me this year, 2019, it has to be that I, in a way, adopted the daughters of my niece. So I'm like a grandma. So without having biological children, I'm a grandma. So I think that will be the best.
Okay. How do you start your day?
I start my day saying, thank you, God, because I'm alive. Please help me with your children. You know which children I'm talking about.
Okay, to be remembered for.
I want to be remembered for the fruits of my work, which is how I have spent my life, which is in the classroom with my students, as well in my family, with my family members. The things that they do and seeing them accomplishing their goals and being happy, that's how I want to be remembered.
Okay. What is an interesting fact about yourself that this interview hasn't touched on, but you feel defines you?
The way I was raised, I was raised with high work ethics, and that was taught to me through example. And also, most people think that Mexican parents don't care about education, and in my case, it's so not true. Because my father passed away when he was 89. He was born in 1914, and he finished high school. And the only reason he couldn't continue is because he was from a family of 16 and he had to work. But he was the type of people who learn by himself. So even though he didn't have a college degree, he was an engineer through all the reading that he did. And then my mom, the same, she didn't have opportunity to go to school, but she was a natural teacher. And both of them taught myself and my siblings the importance of education, not just by words, but with expectations and also with example. Like, we will cook together, we will go and work together, because they didn't want to get into welfare. They were really proud. My father was super proud. So he went through the depression, and he'd rather pick up cardboard and sold it and clean up outside Subway and get some, food that was already due to bring into our table, because in high school we were super poor. And at a point, there was 17 of us living in a duplex, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. And even like that, they always taught us to work, and they taught us to read through reading with them. So, yes.
That's nice.
That's who I am.
Okay, finally, what's some parting advice that you have for the students at Morse?
Children, please listen to yourselves. Listen to your thoughts. What type of thoughts do you have? And listen to the people around you. And be able to use your critical thinking skills, yes, because not everything that is coming into yourself is good. I mean, if you have low expectations of yourself, that's what you're gonna get as a result. If you listen to people who have low expectations of you, and you believe in those people like they're your goddess or your god, forget it. You're gonna end up meeting their expectations. Listen to yourself and look for that beauty that you have. And that's about it. Learn to listen.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Sanchez.
You're welcome, Ira.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Adios.